Turkey. Welcome and thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to use the Elegant Pine Snowflake Designer Series paper to make a super fun box. And then I'm going to show you all the other boxes I've made because you know I can't just stop at one. I've got to use all my papers and stamp sets and things to make a project. So I'm going to put this aside for just a moment and I'm going to show you the template because of course I have a template. I really love having this so the next time I want to make this box I don't have to pull one out or find one on the internet. So I will unfold this and show you how it works, but we're going to follow that. So here, let's just get into it. So this is the box, and it has a very unique opening, and it will, you don't tape it together, so it's going to be able to unfold it and storage and use it again. So a very clever design. So we're going to start with a 7-inch by 11-inch piece of cardstock. So I'm going to grab my cutter. And let me know if everything's okay, if you can hear me okay, and how everything's going. And I need to put this long edge out so we can get to 7. And here we go. So it's already 11 inches long. I'm just going to cut it at 7. Oh, I took my cutting blade out because I was scoring and I put it in the drawer. There we go. All better. Okay, I'm just going to put that piece aside. I'm using old olive cardstock today. And then I'm going to do my scoring. So, here it is. So here is my very clever cheat sheet for that. 7 by 11. And then you're going to score at, with the 7-inch on top, you're going to score at 1.5. And this is why I took my cutter out, because leave it to me. I'm going to use my cutter on the very last cut and then be stuck. So here we go. Just my score blade. I'm going to move this up. I'm covering it up. 1.5 and 5.5. 5.5. And then I'm going to turn. I need to move that in and put my long edge out. I'm going to score with 11 inches at the top of the cutter. I'm going to score at 2, 3.5, 6.5, and 8. So if you make a little box, if you make boxes a lot, you will discover that this one does not have sort of even measurements. And that's because the box is a little bit different. It's kind of a paper saving box. So you'll see what I mean when we open one up. So here I've got this, and what I want to do before I start, there are 2 more folds that we need to make, but in order to see them, I need to fold these because it's really hard to be able to do that without seeing the folded edge. It really helps me. I'm not a young girl. I have glasses, so I need all the help I can get. Just going down here, and I'm using my bone folder to make these all nice and sharp folds. Okay, so here we have this. And this, I'm going to check myself. So this is the one we have. So this is the inside of the box. This is the 7-inch here, the 11-inch down. This is the inside of the box. you will see that this is shorter and this is longer. But this is going to be the top and this is going to come up here. See that still? There we go. So around this middle one, we're going to make these diagonal lines, score lines, out from that box. So here's this box here, and there are 4 squares outlining here. We're going to do a diagonal like this. And what I do is, it's really hard to do, for me to do on my paper cutter because I just can't see it that well. So I'm going to put my bone folder here, and that's going to be where I start from. And then it's easier for me, not with this camera in the middle, to just go ahead. Oh, that's not even close. I'm going to just do it again. There. So there, I messed that one up. Hope it all makes you feel normal. So that we have a little triangle this way. And I'm going to turn it each way. And I'm going to do one that way. So actually, I'm going to go this way first. Dun, 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 down to the fold. Oh, dang nabbit. Did that one wrong too. I am not sparking it today. But that's how it's going to go. I promise I'm going to get better. Okay. So those are the top 2 here. And then go around. So I'm going to do this one here. From here down to the middle. And here. This is just such an unusual box. Usually they're square and all the measurements are even. But once you get the hang of this one, trust me, you are going to love it. This is all you have to do. Now, before we go ahead and fold our box, what we want to do is fold along these score lines, the diagonal score line. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to push it toward me, and you can see that that brings in this edge. I take this one and I'm going to push it towards me, and that's going to bring in that edge, and that makes that whole side of the box. Here I'm going to push this in. I'm squeezing it with my fingers, and then let's see, I want to get this on this wider fold. This is the one I messed up a little, so there. That works. I'm just going to use my bone folder to reinforce that. And that is how this box works. When you put it together, it just goes in like this. And it's just as easy to decorate. So let me show you what it looks like decorated. I'm going to cut the pieces. So when we make it, we have a decoration on the top. We have a decoration on the top. We have a decoration here, and then I put designer series paper on the sides. So for the top, I want to do this size paper. And here on the top panel, the big one is 2 7/8. I'm going to cut that first. 2 7/8. But got to put my cutting blade back in. By 3 7/8. 3 7/8. And then this is going to fit right on the top here. Then on my side pieces, I'm going to use the darker piece. This one here. This is a scrap for the moment. And we're going to do the side panels 1 1/3 by 3 7/8. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that here. And I'm going to do 3. So this is 3 7/8, and I'm going to cut it at 1 3/8. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. And I need 2 of those. So 1 inch, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. 2 of those. And then I need the back edges is 2 7/8. 2 7/8. Cut this a little bit shorter. And I need a 1 3/8. By 1 and another one by 1 3/8. Super easy. And it takes so little designer series paper to do it. I think it's just a wonderful thing to be able to make, and then it stores flat. So this is going to go on the top. My glue has fallen over. I am trying not to be a train wreck today, but I don't have any control. And let's see. So we're going to put this on the top. And there's no directional pattern to this. So if you do have a direction, you do need to be careful. So on my template, I have written top, top, side, side. So you know which ones have to go up and which ones don't. But I would suggest when you're making it the first time, do not make a directional pattern. Just do an easy one with no direction on it. And you'll be so much happier. It'll just be so much easier to make your first happy accomplishment. So I'm putting these on the side edge. And this one on the top. And then the last 2 pieces are going to go here and here. And I find it easier to put them on when the box is open. So the box is easy to open. There's nothing you have to do to seal it, to hold it shut. It holds itself shut. And you can open it and close it again and again without any damage to the box. So I think it's a pretty wonderful thing. So this is how easy it goes together. I will show you how I've decorated the ones that I've made already in the Christmas pattern, and I have other patterns to show you. So when you fold it in, you're going to start with the edge that's shorter. You can see that this edge is shorter than this edge. So this one's going to come in, this one's going to go over. You need to hold them back so you don't dent the sides here. Just hold it back a little and go ahead and tuck it in. I like it so it opens with the fold here, not with the open edge. So I am going to go ahead and just stamp a Merry Christmas. This is the branching out dies. I'm using the smallest one, and I've already cut it, white cardstock. And I'm just going to stamp a Merry Christmas. I thought since it's so much green, it could use a little bit of red. And I am using Sweet Sorbet because that's got kind of a coordinating color for Poppy Parade. And cover my ink pad and put some dimensionals on the back. So really you can keep the decorating to easy. It would be great for wedding favors. It's a large package, but you don't have to put too much in it. You could also, put a white paper here and write a message or something like that if you wanted to, if you were leaving it at someone's house for something or someone's office. That would be a great thing to do. So here, oh look, I've smudged it, but you know what? We're going to be covering that up with a bow. made a bow, but I guess I will be making another one. Just a little bit of gold twine. I double it up for a little more coverage. And then twist my bunny ears. That sounds mean, doesn't it? Oh, that didn't work. Oh. I don't know why I'm so crazy sometimes when I make these lives, but my husband was driving me crazy with getting something done before he left, and I just wanted him to go so I could craft. What a terrible woman I am. Okay, here's my gold bow. And I'm going to put a glue dot. Just roll it up a little bit. And then stick it behind the knot. Put it on here where I made a little smudge. And then add some of these, what were these one called? Flower accents, I think. And go ahead and put a couple of these on here for a little, I mean, you know, right, it's Christmas, it should have a little gold or glitter or something on it. So that is super quick. I should have timed myself because that was super quick even explaining it. So this one uses the Elegant Pines, and I did another one. This one used Old Olive cardstock. I did one with shaded spruce as well. I like the way they came out. I also did one with the Merry Christmas. And this is a retired paper, so it's a good thing if you have bits of retired paper left over, because it just uses small pieces, and then those cute little peppermint. And then I don't know where I learned this box or where the pattern came from, but I do know that I found it when this bee set was in, and this bee set has been released a couple times. And so I've had these, and just super easy. They will fold flat so I can store them. And here's a couple more, some glitter on the bee wings, and another one. So, right, these are just general ones. I could just use it as a thank you, something like that. And I will go back and add all the measurements in there. And let me just put this up here if you wanted to screenshot this. I might have to move some of these down so you can see the whole thing. So you could screenshot it and then have it for yourself. And I will add the scores to it and put those measurements on there. So let me know how you like this box and if you try it. I can't wait. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.